Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about some TBR plans for the month of February. So let's talk about books. So I have some exciting reads planned for February. Now, I am a mood reader most of the time, so this could possibly change. And also, I don't necessarily read as fast as some other people, so usually I get through about 2 to 3 books a month, depending on how short, how fast I read, how much time I get to read. So I am going to have like a small TBR, but I think I like it that way because then that way I don't feel so pressured. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I am actually going to be finishing up a book in February called Shadow of Light. If you follow me on Instagram and or TikTok, I'm on Book Talk now. If you're interested, I will have the link in my description below of all my social medias that I'm on. And I am finishing it up because it is a part of a book club thing I'm reading for Entangled Teen. We are planning to finish it up by the 5th of February. So I'm almost done with it. I was going to try and hurry up and read it this weekend, but I decided I didn't want to do that because I did have some other things I wanted to get done. And that is haiku. Shay is having a fly-along haiku reading throughout the whole year because there's 45 volumes and I am reading it on the Shonen Jump app. So far I have read through the first 2 volumes. So I will be concentrating on finishing volumes 3 through 5 at the beginning of February. So that'll be my first main goal. Those 2 reads will be my first main goal. Shadow of Light and finishing up through volume 5 of through volume 5 of haiku. All that is on digital format. So the physical books that I'm gonna read, at least that I plan to read, is this bad boy right here, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Me and my boyfriend are planning on reading through this. Most likely we'll finish it within a month. Usually if we're really into a book, especially if we're reading it together, it doesn't take us that long. So that's my plans for this one. Now if it goes into a little bit of March, that's okay. But yes, Six of Crows. And then another book is If You Come Softly by Jacqueline Woodson. So this is really short, so I can probably fly through this. And it's possible that I might read this while I'm reading this, just because they're 2 different genres. I've been wanting to read this for a long time because it's one of Jessie the Reader's favorite reads, and also there's a movie that kind of inspired me to pick this up because I've picked it up and put it down and picked it up and put it down because of Jessie the Reader recommending it. But then I saw this movie on Netflix and it made me want to pick it up even more because I want to see if it's kind of along the same lines as that movie. I'm not saying that movie's based on this, but I just kind of wanted to compare them, and I might do a special video for that as well, which would be really exciting. So that is my goal for physical novels. Let's move on to the manga. So the manga stack is actually pretty high. Like I said, I'm already reading haiku as well, so I will be continuing reading haiku each week in February as well. I want to also pick up Yakuza Lover Volume 2. I haven't even unsealed it yet. I'm so sad because my plans were to read Volumes 1 and 2 and then pick up Volume 3 to go and watch the live show with Shay and Dynamic Dylan and Mama Loves Manga, but I didn't get a chance to, and I don't have it in my budget right now to even pick up Volume 3, so I possibly could read it on the Shonen Jump because this is Viz, but I plan to read this, and if I don't have an opportunity to pick up the 3rd volume, I probably will pick it up on the Shonen Jump app, but I plan on at least reading this one. And then Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost Volume 1. I have heard so much about this. I absolutely love the Beauty and the Beast Disney character. Bella is my favorite, which I'm sure a lot of bookworms say that because hello, she loves books. So, but I've heard so many great things about this, and I am so super pumped to pick it up and start it because I heard that even the 2nd one, the 3rd one is just as good as the 1st one. So that really has me intrigued. The artwork is just beautiful on the front cover. So I am super, super excited for that. And then I really want to catch up on this series this year. That is Sweat and Soap. I have to start at Volume 7 this year. And I am so excited because I love, love, love this story. It's so precious. They are so precious together. It's so genuine. So I really need to collect the rest of them because I believe there's Volume 11 is the last volume and it's already out. So I need to get 8 through 11 so I can finish, even though I don't want to finish at the same time. But still, like, this series is a series that I'm like, yes, I want to pick up the rest of them and read them, even though I don't want to read them because I just want to see what happens and how it wraps up. So I am super excited. And then the last 2 manga that I have that I plan to read in February are 2 manga that I plan to read back on the 25 days of manga that I didn't get to. So I'm hoping that I can get through these 2 this month. That is Sign of Affection Volume 2 because Volume 3 is already out, and every time I go to Barnes & Noble, it's staring at me like, why don't you pick me up? And I'm like, I just can't because I don't want to pick you up just yet because I want to read this one too. And some manga that I'm just like, I don't know, like, I used to be like my mom. She would be like, okay, read this one, and then when you're done with this one, I'll get the next one for you, you know, back when I was younger. So some series I do that, and some series I don't know why, especially with this one because I really love it. But I think it's also another thing of like when I see, ooh, new manga, new shiny, let me get it now. So I put the next ones on the back burner. I don't know why. If you do that, let me know in the comments below. If I'm just insane, you can let me know that too, because I probably am, but it's okay. Anyway, so yes, I want to dive into Sign of Affection Volume 2, because the first one was so sweet, and it has deaf representation, and anytime a book has deaf rep in it, I'm always grabbing it, I'm always picking it up. I do have a cousin who has 2 deaf parents. She knows sign language, and she teaches me sometimes, so it's just kind of really neat to see that repping in a manga. And then the last one I have is Beastars Volume 2. If you're a manga lover and you're looking at me like why in the heck are you just on Volume 2 when Volume like 14 or 15 is out already? All I got to say is, I'm sorry, okay? I am late to the ball game with a lot of stuff, a lot of popular stuff. I don't know why. I guess this is one of the series that I was kind of sitting on because I was like, well, I don't know, maybe I'd like it, maybe I wouldn't like it. it had like a mystery element to it, and sometimes I feel like I get really bored with mystery elements, and I don't know, it's like I like watching detective shows like Criminal Minds or like CSI, but I don't particularly care about reading it. I don't know, which I mean, I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to read more. But when I actually read the first volume and got into it, it started getting really good. Plus, a lot of people say this is kind of like Zootopia, and I love that movie. I don't know how many times I've watched that movie. Don't judge. But I'm super excited to get into this one and hopefully continue it more. So that is all the plans that I have for this February. If I read anything else, I will definitely share that with you, because I am planning on doing reading wrap-ups. So you should see a January wrap-up coming soon, because it's not quite January yet. So I will do one of those, and hopefully you will enjoy that. But I'm really hoping that I can keep this TBR, because I am such a mood reader that I tend to fall off the wagon and want to read something else. But one of my major goals that I actually forgot to mention in my goals video is I'm trying to choose books on my shelves that I have neglected forever and a day, to kind of bring this down a little bit, because I need to actually read them instead of buying new stuff. So yeah, especially because I'm on a tight budget right now. But anyway, there's one possible other book that I might read, but I don't know, because I did promise my boyfriend that we were gonna start Six of Crows, and Court is releasing on February 1st. And I don't know, because a lot of the times I don't pick up a book right away when I get it. But that series has been living rent-free in my mind, and I'm like just so excited to get back into it. But I don't know, like a lot of times if two books are fantasy, I can't concentrate on both, because then I get them mixed up sometimes. So we will see about that. And if any of my Crave series fans are watching this, I do apologize. I really want to read Court. We'll just have to see what happens. But I'm going to wrap up this video here, and I hope you guys have a lovely day, night, evening, whenever you are watching this. And I just want to say, stay strong and read on. Bye now.